Hey, this is Meredith's husband. I've got some SEO advice for you, but I'm going to keep it really simple so that you can understand it, so it makes sense, and most importantly, so you can actually use it.
And now?
Now you are unmuted. I think
Hello,
we're going to begin
baby.
every single episode like this. Can you hear me now? Can you know?
Well,
How about now?
there is a button that you can click in your Zoom settings that allows people to not be muted. Yeah. You can.
That's something I do. Oh,
that's something you do. This is the first time I can tell you something technical.
Well, never mind. I'm going to keep doing that.
And I noticed that I can only see you and not me, right?
You can see. What do you see? My screen? Hopefully, you see my screen.
I see your screen and I see you.
Oh yeah, I can see you.
Oh, okay. Good.
You don't see yourself?
Hang on. And now all of a sudden I'm seeing Lightroom. Hang on. Let me close out all this stuff. Hang on.
I was thinking of doing that also, because I think also the first 30 seconds of each episode has been you fixing your hair, and it doesn't really matter.
Oh, now I see me. Okay. Yeah, there's a reason why. Okay.
How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good.
I do have to just tell you that Buster, our older dog, loves this little corner with all the electrical equipment.
Yeah.
And
all the cords, the power cords and everything. Cords.
I don't know why. It's this little den. And
I think it's probably because it's warm. It's probably warm down there.
Warm and it's dark. And he pretended that he wasn't in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because how did he do that?
He got in there and Marcel was trying to play with him. And then I kept calling for him and he would not come out.
Interesting. Yeah. Our older dog, who is not the he's the greatest dog in the world, but he's not the brightest dog in the world. No. I feel like he's getting a little bit smarter with his old age.
I kind of think so. Yeah, he was hiding. Really he was literally hiding. He was literally hiding.
That's cool. Good idea, Bus.
Smart boy. Other than that, yeah, I'm well. I'm now throwing our puppy's favorite toy, an empty rope basket.
Yeah, the thing that contains his toys is his favorite toy. Much like when you buy a new toy for your dog and you unwrap it and your dog just wants to play with the wrapper.
Yeah.
Where's the toy?
Or a baby. That's all they care about. So what's on the schedule?
I was thinking earlier. And I know it's always a problem. I've been under the assumption, and I guess tell me if I'm wrong. Actually, you know what? Never mind. Don't tell me if I'm wrong. Just tell me I'm right. Whatever I say next, you just tell me. Just confirm, please.
Nope.
So the bottom line for photographers, and really this is just from my experiences of owning my own business.
Yeah.
You want to make more money, right? You want the bottom line is you want to make more money.
Yeah.
Whatever that means. If it means you're going to have more freedom or travel more, or whatever it is, you want to have more money.
There were tickets for Amsterdam on Scott's cheap.
Oh yeah.
Flights today. Yeah.
Oof. Yeah, that's on our list.
Yeah.
But whatever you're going to do with that money, that's your deeper, concern. That's your true objective in life. But for a lot of us, first you need to get some money together.
Yeah.
So you would agree that's true in photographers. Okay. So that reminds me of, so there's something that one of my friends, also a former photographer, told me once, and I find myself reminding myself of this every day. I don't know if I've mentioned it in a previous episode or not, but he said something to me one day. We were just drinking coffee, and he was like, if you want something in life you've never had, you're going to have to do something you've never done. And I don't know why, but that hit me like a ton of bricks. And I was like, yeah, of course. Okay? That's like, duh. Of course. And yet,
can you imagine though being hit by a ton of bricks? Like you would not think anything. A ton of bricks.
You'd be done.
But I understand the reference.
Yes, but it was like a slap in the face. It was a jolt.
I just want you to be alive at the end of the anecdote.
Okay, because yes, I mean that's of course
true.
That's true. Yeah. But how many of us expect, this is what I want, and then just kind of wait for it to magically happen, and we keep doing the same thing?
Yeah.
I think a lot of us do that.
Yeah, you kind of just hope for the fairy princess to show up like Cinderella and oh, here is your pot of gold.
Yeah. And that is, to me, that's kind of, improving your business. One, for a lot of photographers, I assume the way to do that is going to be to get more clients, especially if you're an independent photographer. Your website is one way to do that. Online is one way to do that. It's not the only way. Yeah. You can do other things. If you have a vision and it's, you see how you can build your business and it doesn't involve your website or SEO or the internet, that's great. I mean, do it. But SEO is a way to do that.
Yeah.
Now, like I said, you don't have to do SEO. It's up to you.
Right.
If you do decide that it's something you want to do, and I do recommend it because it's a way to literally, like, you can get clients in your sleep. Like for me, that's another business objective is I want to be able to go to sleep and know that when I wake up, my business is worth more than it was when I went to sleep.
Nice.
And so you set up systems that can do that. Google never sleeps. So Google is always going. So it's one way to do that. That's the way I look at it. But if you're going to do SEO, you're going to need to do something different.
This is true.
Or if you want to just,
I feel like Ed McMahon, like, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
Wonder if could we get like a little clip of Ed? Didn't he have a really distinctive laugh?
Yeah, it wasn't that. Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good.
So I want to, if you want to do SEO, if you want to, or improve your SEO, I want to help you do that. If SEO is not for you, then this podcast is not for you, to be honest.
I'd recommend Smartless.
Yeah.
Great podcast. It's for kicks.
So when you want to, let's say you want to double your business, okay, just as a whole number, for example.
And this isn't just exclusive of, say, raising your prices. That's another way to make. That's another way to make more money is raise your prices.
Let's say more and better.
Yeah.
Because for a lot of us, if we just raise our prices, all of our, not all, some of our clients would be like, okay, that's too much. So you gotta. There's a combination of things there. But so as an example, let's just say you want to double your business through your website. So you want to double your income. There's two ways. Actually, there's three ways you can do that. You can get more people to visit your website. Right. You can get more of the people visiting your website to contact you. Mm-hmm. Or the third way, which is the best way, is to do some combination of the first two ways.
Yeah.
So last episode, or I guess the episode before last, we talked about a little bit, and we used Carmen's site as an example.
Yeah.
How to get more of the people who are how to get more people who are already visiting your site to contact you.
Yeah.
And that, to be honest, is of those two methods, that's the easier and faster way to do it. Because doubling the number of people who get to your website, unless you're going from like 1 to 2 people per month, doubling the number of people to your website is the more challenging way to do it.
Yeah.
And it will take longer.
Right.
So last episode, or the episode when we talked about Carmen's site, we talked about how to quickly change your site, because you can make changes to your site in a few minutes. And if you were to say you had 1,000, or say you had 100 visitors per month coming to your website, and let's say you have one of those 100 contacts you.
Right.
That's a 1% conversion rate. That's not bad. It's not great. It's kind of average. Mm-hmm. Probably a little lower than average. But let's say, one way to double your business is go from one person contacting you to 2.
Yeah.
That's not a terribly difficult thing to do, to be honest.
Yeah.
And you've doubled your business. To get 100 more visitors to your website each month, you can't do that overnight, unless you launch something viral on social media or something. But even then, that might be traffic that doesn't convert at all. So
yeah, and we're interested in traffic that will convert. We want people who are actually interested in what we do and live where we are.
Correct. Yeah. Those are the people who are probably going to give us money.
Yeah.
So
in return for extraordinary service.
Yeah, so they're not going to just show up with an envelope of cash.
Yeah. Nah, that's a different experience.
Yes. So last time we looked at how to make those types of changes. This week, I want to get into like what can you start to do with SEO to double the visitors to your site? So that we get both of those methods going at the same time, because that's the ideal.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do, and again, we're looking right now at Carmen's site. Thank you very much, Carmen, for letting us use you as an example.
Carmen Dunham.
So now I'm looking at SEMrush. It's an SEO tool, SEMrush. And I mentioned this, SEMRUSH.com.
Okay.
If you go to meredithshusband.com and scroll down, there's a new section called the resources. I will put it in there because I'm going to talk about SEMrush a lot. It'll explain what it is and how you can use it for free, actually.
It sounded like you said, I'm going to talk about martial law for some reason.
Yeah, that's next week. Well.
No, sorry.
Yeah.
And Meredith takes it down to a dark, dark side. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Don't forget to tip your waiters. Okay. Sorry, back to SEMrush. I'm going to try and keep my thoughts more to myself.
No, you can share your thoughts.
Thank you.
So this is a tool that pro SEOs use. I use this myself all the time, every day. Most professional SEOs are going to use this tool unless they're at like enterprise level and they have like tens of thousands of dollars a month to spend. You're probably not in that situation. So this is a great tool. It's also something you can use for free. Like I said, scroll down to the resources section. It'll show you how you can get one of these accounts, set it up, use it for free.
Nice.
But one of the first things that you're going to do, whether you're on Squarespace or WordPress, is do what they call a site audit. And that's what we're looking at here. Okay. And when you do a site audit, it's going to scan through your website and it's going to find all the SEO errors and things that even might be SEO errors. So
it's on the screen right now, and that's what I'm wowing at.
Yeah. So there's a lot of numbers here.
Yeah.
There's a couple numbers that are important and some that are not important. And there's more. If you scroll down, there's more and more. But what is most important is this site health score.
Yeah.
This tells gives you an overall SEO score for your site. And Carmen's site is at 85%, that's not bad, honest.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest,
I don't know.
When I start with a client site, most of the time it's in the 70s, maybe 80. 85 is not bad. And the goal is you want to get this to 92.
Oh,
a 92, if you're at 92 or better, that means you're in the top 10% of all websites.
Whoa.
In terms of your overall website health.
It's so random. It's 92. Is that just?
I don't.
What is it with that number?
That's statistics. I trust these guys.
Whatever.
Yeah. And so if you're at a 92, that's like having an A. And so if you have an A, Google says you have an A, is there a huge difference between having a 92 and a 95? Not really. It's still an A. You're not going to get extra credit with Google. And this site is super duper healthy. Like that's where you want to get. And that's on-site SEO. Like that's the objective. Huh. Now, the other numbers on this page that are important, you'll see there are three big numbers in red, orange, and blue. Mm-hmm. The errors, those are usually the more important ones.
Yeah.
The warnings, they might be important, they might not. And then the notices, typically the notices are not bringing your score down. They're just things that you might want to be aware of that maybe you want to fix. Huh. But the first thing that you want to do is, if you have your free SEMrush account and you've run this audit, is look at this page, and we're on the site audit page, and scroll down, and it's going to tell you your top issues.
Oh, wow.
So these
anybody? No, I feel like, wait a second. Can anybody use this? But literally, yes. Can anybody?
Yeah. Oh, okay. I can, and you can do this on anybody's site also.
Whoa.
You just need to put in their domain name and you can see what their SEO is like.
Whoa.
But anyway, these three issues are the biggest detractors from this score up here. Huh. So what you need to do is you just need to basically run this audit. Depending on how big your site is, it could take a couple minutes, it could take 20, 30 minutes, but you just sit there and wait. It does it on its own. You don't even have to keep the browser open. It'll do it on its own. And when it comes back, it's going to give you a score. You just want to look at these top three issues. And these are the things that you're going to want to fix. When you fix them and rerun the audit, and your audit will run automatically each week, it will tell you your next three things.
Whoa.
And I can tell you right now, with a score of 85, if Carmen were to go and fix these things, her score would probably be at 90 or better.
Wow.
I would think. And then when there's 3 new things, do the same thing.
Right.
And then after, I would say probably 2 rounds, she's going to be at a 92 or better.
Whoa. So this is what you've been doing with my website?
Yeah, this is SEO. Like don't tell my clients, this is it. Like some people pay me a lot of money and this is how I start. This is what I do.
To get an idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you probably won't know how to, what is a one page return to 4XX status code is the number one problem. You probably don't know what that. You're not gonna understand a lot of this language. This is a 404 page. It means there's a page. Okay. I'll translate that for you. And
it's a cave run.
Yeah. But I have so I wanted to show you something. I have a blog.
You do?
I do. Yeah. And I launched it not too long ago. But if you go,
busy.
Yes, I will put that, I will put it in the resources. This is a new blog. This is kind of something I launched during COVID when we had a lot of time to contemplate and try new things. So I'll put this link in the resources section below, but this is what it looks like.
Oh,
and it is, all it is.
Oh yeah. So you're working on this.
Yeah. All it is it's like right now it's about 100 different articles.
Whoa.
And they are all aimed at how to use this SEMrush tool. So this top issue here, return 4XX status code. You can go over here, go to the blog.
And go 4XX?
Just type in 4XX status code, do a search. Here it is. So here's that article.
Hey.
So you can click on that. And it's a little tutorial video on how to fix that problem.
So cute.
On WordPress sites. I haven't done Squarespace yet. Squarespace that'll be coming.
Yeah.
But this is how you'll fix it. I'll log into an example of a WordPress site, just go step by step. So you can just do that. It's free.
What?
Remember last week I was talking about, we were talking about blogging. Yes. And we're talking about what?
Oh yeah.
Blogging. You shouldn't think about blogging in terms of resources instead of blog articles.
Right.
This is a set of resources. This is resources. Nice. I'm literally giving away stuff that I do professionally. It's just online. And like I said, I launched this not too long ago. I thought of it not too long ago. I did those videos.
Right.
I launched
this is when you say, I need to make some videos. Can you please be quiet?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. That's what you're doing.
So for several months,
I don't know, you don't.
I've been screaming at Meredith every time she says something loudly. I'm making a video. These are those videos.
You weren't that loud. I was the loud one.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So I want to show you. So I want to show you that as an example. This for me, for my business, these are the resources I could provide. And I want to show you what's happened since I launched this. So I'm going to log into Google Analytics very quickly. And so what you see here is the home screen of Google Analytics. Whenever I look at Google Analytics, I like to begin under the acquisition tab, under the all traffic tab, and I look at channels, and that tells me where my traffic is coming from. So this is what that looks like. Again, this is going to be a bit confusing.
It's all of a sudden, I feel like I'm in the Star Wars Enterprise and on
trust me.
Control panels.
I'll fix that. So now I've adjusted the date so that we're looking at the lifespan of this website. Then I'm going to go through and I'm going to look at organic search traffic. So that's
this all? Are people being able to see the video?
Yeah. Okay. There's a video. Yeah. Check.
But not me, right?
Check. They do not see you.
Good.
Check the show notes.
I'm not as cute today.
Oh, please. You're always cute.
That's why I married you. Okay. Sorry, digressing.
This is still crazy looking. Now this is the organic traffic.
Kind of looks like shark teeth.
To this blog I just showed you, and that's daily traffic. Daily traffic is very erratic. Weekends are low, so this is a mess. So what I like to do is I like to look week by week.
Oh, there you go.
Now look.
Oh, wow.
So I've done nothing with this website except just publish this blog and look at my traffic.
Whoa. How are people finding you if you're not doing anything?
Well, I did some preliminary steps of like submitting a sitemap to Google and doing that sort of stuff. But I've done nothing to actively promote this. I haven't done any link building. I had no email, no social media, no nothing.
Wow.
But I am publishing
a blog.
resources
Right.
for people.
Wow.
I did this because I know that people are out there using SEMrush, and they're looking at these errors that we see here, and they're going to Google and they're saying, how do I fix this? Right. And so my blog is providing an answer. It's just purely a resource.
Whoa.
And now I'm getting traffic.
Whoa.
More importantly than the traffic, however, though, I bet, and I hadn't checked this, but I bet people are linking to this because it's helpful. And so the ranking of this site is going to increase. Just watch. I mean, it already is, but it's going to keep going.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
How do you make money on this?
Oh, I don't think we're not going to make money.
Okay, good.
No,
it's just all for the good of humanity.
Right. Yes. No, there's I have multiple ways where I can monetize this. Okay. I don't know which method is going to be the most lucrative, or which I'm going to focus my the most effort on. But first thing first is get a little bit of traffic.
Right. And the building blocks.
One thing you want to avoid if you're building a blog.
Yes.
So right now people are finding this, they're using it. I hope they're liking it. Yeah. I hope they're linking to it. If I made all these blogs about like, hey, hire me to do this, hire me to do that, click here to buy this, download my course, give me money here, give me money there. Guess what? Nobody's going to link to that.
No. Yeah.
People don't like that. They don't like to be sold.
It's like the same thing of everybody, it seems, hey, free webinar.
Yes.
And then like 2/3 through, hey, can we talk about money?
Yeah.
Oh, here's a great, and then it's always selling. And it's the same thing over and over. And you just get.
Right. I take a slightly different approach in that you get attention by just helping people.
Yeah. And you feel good.
Yeah. Helping people feels nice.
Nice thing.
Yeah. It does make you feel good.
I told you that whenever I do the anagram or whatever they are, and I keep thinking, I am a warrior or I am a rebel, it's always, I am a helper.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yeah, it does.
And I do really do like helping. I mean, that's part of what you help people capture this time in a beautiful way.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's another thing. That's another thing. Like during COVID, like we had a lot of time to contemplate and reflect. Yeah. And I was thinking back because I had no work for several months.
Yeah. Did anybody?
I think so. Okay. I hear from people, from colleagues, and I heard from one yesterday, and she said, how's New York? And I said, it is what it is. And she said, she's on the West Coast, and she also has clients all over, or she has clients all over the country. She's in social media. And she said, I lost every single one of my New York clients, and I haven't heard from them since. Shit. So I think it's been harder on New York business than other,
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah. Anyway. So one of the things I was reflecting on is my last 10 years in business, and the things I liked and I didn't like, and how I can shift my business moving forward. And I remember a couple things stood out in my memory. I remember one time I did what we call a strategy, a digital marketing strategy for an agency for a bigger international brand. So it was a decent sized project, and I put a lot of time into it. I got compensated very well for my time hourly on that. And at the end of it, I presented to the agency and they loved it. And they said, okay, this is great. To be honest, right now, we're kind of in a transition, or they find a very polite way of telling me that they are not going to use it. Oh. They basically just had some marketing budget that they needed to spend.
Oh my gosh. What?
Well, that happened.
Well, it's nice that they spent it with you.
Yeah. No, I mean, I enjoyed the work, right. No complaints. I'll take their money to do something I enjoy, just no problem. But that's the way businesses are. They have their marketing budget for the year, and then they approach the end of the year. If they haven't used up that budget, the next year, their budget's probably going to be reduced. So they want to use up their budget. So that was what happened here. And again, I like doing the work, so I'm happy to do it. But at the same time, that was kind of like, that was a crappy feeling, Yeah. I did I did something I enjoy. I made good money doing it, but it wasn't
fulfilling.
You're like, this is just going on a shelf somewhere. It just felt kind of crappy.
Yeah.
And then on the other end of the spectrum, there was not even a client, a friend of yours once actually, who was doing something. She had an animal rescue website.
Yeah.
She was getting off the ground. And you asked me if I would speak with her. And I did. And I think she decided she wanted to do some sort of paid engagement, but she had no money. So I think I ended up spending a day, like she came into the office. I spent an afternoon with her. I spent some time researching. I think I charged her a total of like $250 or something, which means that my own time, it was like probably less than minimum wage.
Yeah.
But I remember seeing her so excited about things that we were talking about. And when she left, she was so excited about doing a bunch of new things. I had made no money doing it, but that was one of the best memories of my business. Yeah. So so one of the worst memories was I made a buttload of money. And on the other end, I made pretty much no money. That was the good experience. And the buttload of money was the bad. It was so helping people feels good. It really does.
I agree.
So on that note.
Yeah, this is very helpful. I think so.
I hope that's helpful.
I think that was really good.
The next week we'll take a different approach and we'll look at how else we can do SEO. By the way, once if you sign up for your free SEMrush account.
Yes.
Shout out to Carmen here.
Yeah.
When you do your site audit.
Yeah.
Like I said, her score is not too bad, but we know that she's really not terribly happy with her rankings.
Yeah.
This is why she's not ranking. Carmen, you need some links. You need to buy, don't buy links. You need to build some backlinks. So we'll talk about that next week.
Awesome.
Because this is the reason why she is not ranking. I can tell you right now. It's
incredible that you can actually see it. That's what blows my mind.
Yeah. And I did no work to get this. I literally cut and pasted the name of her domain. I plugged it in up here and I let it go. And I come back 20 minutes later, I can be like, oh, her on-site's good. Wow. She needs links. That's why she's not ranking.
Wow.
Now
it's nothing to do with, she didn't, put the green light on the red light and write the back.
Yeah. Yeah. SEO is not that difficult, to be honest.
Right. Why are we told that it is?
Oh, there's so much industry jargon and lingo. And to be honest, as an SEO person, it kind of helps me sell clients if they don't understand what I'm talking about, and I can provide a solution. If they know it's not that hard, then guess what? They're not going to hire me. So
right.
So
I think it all makes a whole lot more sense, and also because I'm visual, just to see that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think all photographers are pretty visual people. But that this is easier to understand for a Nimrod like me, rather than all the noise that it becomes exhausting.
And that's why, if you remember when we were on my blog, it's the SEO decoded library. That's what I call it. Because it's not that hard. You can demystify this stuff and break it down to really like common sense type of rules.
Yeah. And it's digestible. That's what I like, is that it's digestible.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not overwhelming. And so many things when I think I need help and I click on it. Oh, but this is very helpful. Yeah. What a good job you did.
Excellent.
All right. I'll see you at dinner.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye.
Love you.
Hey, thank you so much for listening. We really hope that you find this helpful and useful. And if you do, what you could do for us as a thanks would be to, drumroll please, leave a review. Yes, everybody says it, I know, but it really does make a difference. Take 3 seconds, leave as many stars, say something really nice about what you like about the podcast and maybe why other people would like it. It would mean the world to us, especially my husband. That better? All right, I'm going to try one where I'm not going to be charming.